This stuff doesn't get talked about. You think about it. You can become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, squeaky clean image. Women love you around the world, and this is what's going on in your house. Your wife is in love with a dead man. Oh, we all heard about August Alsina. You've also heard the rumor about Will Smith walking in on Jada and Mark Anthony. That's alleged, apparently. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but it's still, the rumor's still out there. But at the end of the day, no one sits around and says Will Smith is running that relationship or he's a happy man. And if you think it just extends just between him and his wife, oh, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. One of the few outs when you are a man and you get with a woman, and we're going to talk about how narcissistic tendencies can impact another person. If you deal with someone with narcissistic tendencies, they make you feel like you're crazy. I've been in this position before. I know people who've been in this position before. And that's why I could see what was going on. And I'm like, uh-oh, narcissistic tendencies. Because narcissists have a way of crafting reality, and their victims, the person they're involved with, can believe it so much that you feel like you deserve it. So much to where you feel like that you got to continue to prove yourself over and over, and he can never be Tupac. Well, Kevin, you're over exaggerating this Tupac thing. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so me and my mommy can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Willow. What? Willow. Tupac got killed in what, 95, 96? Willow never met Tupac. Why is this little girl writing a letter to Tupac? Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac? What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac? Can you come back so me and my mama and we can be happy? Tupac? Fam, do y'all understand why Will is... I said it last night. Hold on. I said it last night, the other night. I said it the other day. We're tired of being pressed with the Smith family mess. And I said it on Monday. I hope it comes out that he was drunk on drugs or something, because then you could kind of see how you could excuse it. But I said, more than anything, what does he need to do? He needs therapy. And that's what you heard today. Will Smith is going to seek therapy now to deal with unresolved issues from his childhood. Well, where did these come from? Oh, we are going there.
Execute Order 66.
Where did these issues come from, y'all? Uh-oh, I'm going there. Oh, can't question Big Mama. Can't question Big Mama. Can't question Lil Mama. Oh, well, wait a minute. He said he felt powerless on watching his mom and dad, such and so forth. Look, I'm not going to touch that part of it, because what I'm going to say is far too many kids, especially when you're a boy, you feel like when your dad ain't around, you're supposed to be everything to a woman. And this is what I see with Will. He's trying to be everything to a woman who didn't ever really want him. So is he a victim? Somewhat. Somewhat in this case, if you're dealing with a narcissist, which it's not a diagnosis. I'm just saying their tendencies. Look up some of the things that narcissists.
Okay. Really great points that Kevin Samuels is bringing up. Once again, I think that we are blessed. And what I mean by we, I mean, especially if you're able to watch the internet, if you have access to phones, if you have access to YouTube, whatever. We are extremely blessed to have this information, especially in this day and age. I'm 27 right now, so I still am actively creating and crafting the life that I want. And happiness. You know, I can avoid a lot of these things, a lot of these situations that older men, such as Will Smith, such as Kevin Samuels, such as insert whoever you want, I can avoid absolutely the pitfalls and the shortcomings that a lot of men were unaware of previous years ago. Had Will Smith have known about this, I guess the knowledge. First off, let me say this too before I forget about it. Will Smith is also a narcissist in himself. You're dealing with two narcissistic people coming together, and to me, it sort of reminds me of like a Kim Kardashian, Kanye West situation. Except the thing is honestly, I believe Kim Kardashian was way more submissive than Jada Pinkett. And I hate to say this once again, but we start to see the differences between races. I mean, especially when it's older. We're seeing it in older women. I'm seeing it in younger women too, because even at my age, I went to school where it was like 30% black people, the rest was white. And a lot of the successful black men that I went to school with are with white women. Almost all the black guys are with white women. Rarely. I can name probably 3 black guys that are, if that, I don't even think I can name 3 black guys at my school that ended up with black girls. I'm one of them, you know what I mean? And so the thing is, it's like, it's not necessarily an issue with like a lot of these men. Sometimes it is a lot of that times with the men, but the stereotypes when it comes to races are starting to be a lot more prevalent, especially, and I'm just speaking about it from a younger man's image and lens. Once again though, I still prefer black women, but when we start to see these types of deals, I mean, you even look at Dr. Dre, there's still some issues with that. Look at Kobe Bryant and his wife. His wife don't give a damn about his mom. You know, Kobe Bryant's his mom. There is absolutely some very traumatic pitfalls that come with dating outside your race, as it does come with inside your race. But in this instance, we're gonna actually separate the race with the characteristics. Jada and Will are both narcissistic people. If you haven't seen Will Smith's body transformation video, you get to actually look at it. The series that Will Smith had when he was going through that transformation, it was actually narrated not from Will, but from a different director. A different person was actually narrating it. And so they start to actually talk about the pitfalls, the issues, the coping mechanisms that Will Smith goes through. He's a narcissistic, delusional kind of guy himself, especially at almost touching 50, man. This guy's a little loony. All right, so pair the larger than life personality of Will Smith with Jada Pinkett Smith, who was imprinted by Tupac. We just saw Willow Smith pen a paper to a dead man she never met. So Kevin is right. What was being said behind closed doors? And I'm so happy that I have gone through some of the experiences that I have, seeing men, especially with my own mother, the way that she's said things about my dad. Now, granted, my dad absolutely could be doing a lot better with his situation. My dad's Hispanic, right? Ain't doing much better than a lot of these other dudes out here. I'm doing better than him. If he sees this, I hope you do a great job. Seriously, we're close, but I'm trying to be real and upfront with the audience here. And I understand people here like, oh my God, are you talking about your family like that? Man, shut up, man. Shut up. Nobody cares what you think. Here's the situation. Women control the narrative for older men. Not anymore for us, man. We're looking at these types of situations, especially men in my age, men a little bit younger, and even men that are a little bit older. We're looking at this situation like, oh, hell no. I'm not getting a situation like that. No, I'm not getting a situation like that. And if I happen to get a situation like that, guess what? I'm going to get my stuff and I'm going to move on. Because the woman is going to control the narrative regardless. Even if you're living in the household, look at what's going on. Will Smith is still living in the household, and look at what's going on. People had an issue. My family had an issue with me, right? When I chose to step away and not be as quote unquote involved with my daughter's life as they wanted me to be. In my mind, I was 21 when I found out that I had a daughter. In my mind, I'm like, I don't know this chick. I laid down with her 2-3 times, and she's pregnant. Also my fault, but I'll take that burden. I'll pay the child support. I'll put myself on it. But guess what? I'm not gonna be there because look, this woman is gonna tell me that she's already trying to tell me what job I need to have. She's telling me how much I need to be involved with her life. No. I'm gonna be there for my daughter how I see fit, when I want to. I'm not gonna just be a deadbeat, not be anywhere. I pay my child support faithfully every month, $500 a month, and I'm gonna be there. And guess what? If my daughter, if she's curious about me, she's gonna come. She's gonna come and ask me. I love her. I'll always have space for her. But guess what? I'm gonna search for my happiness. I'm gonna get my happiness. Her mother, my daughter's mother. I don't care what she does. I really honestly don't care what she does. As long as my daughter is safe, there's nothing going on with her security. You know? Ain't no other man coming in there doing some such stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what happens. I don't care what she says, because at the end of the day, that narrative is going to be controlled by the mother. And we're seeing the example of it right now. Will Smith in the house always talks about how much he loves Jada. Always talks about how much he loves his children. And his children rarely get on his side. Rarely defend him. But Jada and Will Smith, they defended him, of course, because he was defending his mother. You see what I'm saying? So this is a good video. This is a very good video. Very good video. I did want to just say that though real quick, you guys. Will Smith is not innocent. He is absolutely narcissistic in this situation. He chose this, and it's actually part of this too. Laid out on 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. His narcissistic mentality put Will Smith in this situation. If you don't remember that episode of Ellen, when he got on there, talked to Ellen, told Ellen, after my first divorce from my first wife, I said this next one I'm never gonna divorce you. No matter what happens, we're not getting a divorce. And so this is exactly what's happening. Will Smith is such a narcissistic person that he doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to fail. So no matter what goes on in this household, he's staying there regardless. And so that's why Will Smith, I don't feel bad. You want to say he's a victim? I mean, to some things, but he put himself in this situation. When you see a person drowning, you need to put something in there. You need to throw a floaty, get a log, a stick, or something. But if you go into that pool when that person is drowning and you're not a super strong swimmer, you don't have oxygen tank or whatever, you're going to drown with them. Because that person is going to push your head underneath it, and they're trying to get air, so you're going to be the person they're pushing under, and guess what? The both of you, and if you try to swim off, they're going to latch onto you. You guys are both done. I know that's a lot more macabre than a lot of people wanted to hear, but doing content moderation like I did, seeing all the videos, the graphic videos, the people killing themselves, suicides, murders, deaths, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, I've seen everything. That is something that I know a lot of people you guys shouldn't have to ever see, but that's just something to think about. And metaphorically, this is what's happening, you guys. Don't come in there. I'm not going to help Will Smith. Why would I want to jump into the situation, man? They're both drowning. They're both drowning people. They're both toxic. No point in even, I don't care about this. I didn't even want to do the video until I saw the Will Smith, the Willow pinning the letter to Tupac. Crazy.
Have this grandiosity. They believe they're special. And one of the most troubling things about narcissists is when they're involved with somebody with a relationship, they target people that allow them narcissistic supply. They keep them fed. And you notice when somebody's dealing with a narcissist, because they keep giving up. There are no boundaries with a narcissist, to the point to where you can be a guy like Will Smith a guy like Will Smith and end up being in an open marriage and trying to act like you're okay with it, to the point to where your woman can be on Red Table Talk talking about Will's talking. He can say something about the transgression or whatever. She said, "No, I don't see it as a transgression at all. I see it was a good experience." I'm like, that's some narcissistic shit. And why is this important? Because narcissists never change. I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but I'm saying smells kind of narcissistic. All about you. And you see this man is dying in front of the world, and that's actually my concern. I was concerned that if he don't get some therapy, that this dude's gonna take matters into his own hands. I talked about this on Instagram. That modern.
And so I think what Kevin is talking about is he's probably saying something that there's going to be a breaking point where Will Smith is probably going to put some hands. Maybe we're going to see a murder of some kind, something like that. Yeah, I'll put it out there because this is kind of the stuff that kind of happens. And Will Smith is the type of person that, once again, I encourage you to watch his YouTube series of him doing this fat loss transformation. That dude is a little wacky, man. He's a little wacky. I'm not talking Jim Carrey wacky. I'm talking like he's not the same person. And once again, man, it's like Will Smith has done so many roles that us as the public, we assume that Will is actually a lot of these characters that he portrays, such as Mike Lowry, such as the guy on Concussion, such as I Am Legend. We think he's this strong, this strong like alpha kind of guy, when in actuality, he's really not. He's really not. But he kind of puts off because he's 6 foot, right? Because he's got this amazing discography about him. Because he's Will Smith. He walks up like you saw the way he walked up when he slapped Chris Rock, thinking he's looking like he Mike Lowry, like, yeah, I got this, man. I got this. Yeah, I'm the. It's really childish, man. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's really sad to see that. You know why? Because he's so delusional to the fact that he thinks that he's doing a great thing, and he really believes it. Because, once again, he is narcissistic himself. I know Kevin is trying to draw the point that Jada's narcissistic. They're both narcissistic. And I know a lot of guys are probably going to comment down below, oh, no, you're just a young man. You don't understand what you're talking about. You're so wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, and let's look at our positions in lives. And second off, here's the deal: if you're an older guy and you really have such strong opinions of what I got to say, think of it like this: I'm not going for the women that you're after. My women are going to be younger than me. They're going to be my age, 27, maybe a year older, 28. I'm stretching it by 28, but they're going to be my age or younger. So what you have to say don't matter. We're in different generations, man. And I understand. We can learn something from each other. Here's the deal. Me, as a millennial, 27, I was born before the internet blew up. But I was also young enough to embrace its inception. And so, with that being said, I have the best of both worlds. A lot of the older millennials, 30 and above, y'all not as attuned to it. You kind of playing catch up a little bit. And I'm not sitting here to make you mad or anything, but it's just like, really think about this for a moment, you guys. Really think about who it is that you're actually really trying to attract. What is your personality like? How I'm speaking it from a millennial perspective. And this fits regardless, man. This fits regardless. As men, you have the opportunity to pick up your life at almost whatever age and create the one you want. You can live your life. You can be 45 and pick up, clean your mind, open your eyes. Oh man, I'm not living the life I want to live. You know what? Let me pick my stuff up and let me create the one I want. Let me look at the life that I have right now. Let me look at my family right now. My kids are older. Wife is good, you know. I got about 20, 30, 40 more years left to live. You know what? I might as well you still have the opportunity to craft the life that you want. You know what I mean? And so, they're both very narcissistic in this situation, man.
Stop letting your woman steal your shine. Today, so many modern women want to upstage their men. They got to be on stage with you and upstaging you. Gentlemen, if you're with a woman who's always trying to steal your shine, be in your spotlight, be in your shot, get rid of her. Better to be by yourself than a woman that's always in your sunshine. You are bigger than her for a reason, so she can be cool in your shadow. And if it's her turn to do something, she should still honor you too. I'm not going to even lie. Come on now. Gaslighting.
Great, great. Last thing, and then you guys can watch the rest of this video. This is actually kind of what he said on the last video he did about Will and Jada that I did. And so many men in particular, were mad that I said, oh, you can be with a woman and you guys can both shine. And I still stand by that. You absolutely can. Here's the situation that I'm going to say this up front, you guys, is that as men, if you are even with a woman that steals your shine, you are wasting your fucking life. You're wasting your time. Why are you even with that girl? I wouldn't even be 2 weeks into a relationship with a girl like that. There's just no way. There's no way. And if I am, you better believe we just fuck buddies. You better believe we just having sex. That's it. It blows my mind when men are like, oh, you can't be in a relationship with a woman that she's trying to steal my shine. I can't believe I'm in a relationship. You are just as delusional as the women that continue to choose wrong guy after wrong guy, narcissistic guy after narcissistic guy, abusive guy after abusive guy. We want to sit here and say, women, what are you doing? What is going on? You are crazy, loco, cuckoo in your head because you keep going after the same guys. Well, the same applies to the men. If you are still coming with I think of the Game of Thrones. I want my family to be like a Stark, a Targaryen family. You know what I mean? I want my family to be like the Lannisters. I want all of us to be powerful in our own rights. And here's the situation. A lot of men, and that's cool. That's cool with you. If you don't want a powerful woman, if you just want some little breeder, that's cool. Do it. All for you. I want my woman to be a reflection of me, a shining ray. And this is where things come off wrong to a lot of these guys because they're so red pill. But why are you watching Kevin Samuels? You're so red pill. Why are you watching Kevin Samuels? He talks about being in relationships. If you're so red pill, you shouldn't even want to be in a relationship, right? You're just trying to dump them. Screw them and dump them. Isn't that what you're trying to do? So it doesn't make sense. Right? You're a hypocrite yourself, you know? I just want you to think about that. I really just had to say something about that real quick, you guys, because you can't have a woman that is equally as yoked as you are. You guys both can do some great things. And yes, that's just part of respect. If she is not able to acknowledge you in public, she's not being a respectful woman. Why are you with her? It should be by default. When I'm talking about this, it should be by default that these women do these things. You better believe in my relationship, my woman is going to do that. Every relationship that I've been in, my woman has absolutely talked to her friends, brought her friends along. My ex brought her friends along to my fashion shows. My ex talked so much about me in front of her friends. Current girl loves me. Current girl loves me. Default, mandatory. If you can't get a woman like that, you gotta step it up, man. You gotta step it up. At the end of the day.